A lot of belts on the mantle for this man, the former WEC Bantamweight champion, former two-time undisputed UFC Bantamweight champion. But I think bigger picture in terms of triumphing over adversity that was injury, nobody did it better.
Yeah, could you imagine if Dominick Cruz didn't lose all those years to the injuries? And so many times when we speak of him, we speak about the footwork. But I think what people don't give enough credit to is his wrestling and his ability to chain things together. He had a beautiful knee pick. When he would get you to overextend, he could take anybody down. This guy is one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. We're just lucky that we still have him today.
And now we see, though, where is he at this stage of his career? Is the speed still there? We'll get some answers tonight. The Dominator, Dominick Cruz, has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. All right, here we go. Sugar Sean O'Malley, and you can argue a lot of these people in the building tonight are here to see him. You can argue, though, this is his stiffest challenge in the UFC.
I believe so. I believe this is the toughest one. And I know he's fought Piotr Jan, the former champion. I know he's fought Pedro Munoz, but this opponent tonight is going to push him in ways that he has not been pushed before. Does Sean O'Malley use his fantastic footwork, his speed, and his mind to set enough traps to get the victory? I guess we'll see very shortly.
Well, you all know the judges are looking for damage and moments of damage, and Sean O'Malley has been pretty good at providing those over the last several years in the UFC. Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen, set to fight the Dominator, Dominick Cruz. All right, with that backdrop, here is the tale of the tape for this Bantamweight Championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dominick the Dominator Cruz. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
The wait for this fight ends right here, right now.
I'm excited about this one, boy.
So with the competitive nature, the former champ Sean O'Malley gets back on the proven ground here tonight, and he is a problem, especially in the striking world, DC.
You know, John, people love the hair and the coloring and the big personality, but at his core, Sean O'Malley is a superstar-level fighter. He's a great fighter, great boxing, great skills, great footwork. He really can do it all.
Ooh, spinning kick up top, beautifully landed there.
He's got to make sure that he's throwing this at the right time. His opponent, while fatigued, does seem to still be in the fight. I think one of O'Malley's biggest gifts is his ability to change angles and change directions. He's never on a straight line. He's constantly moving.
Well, you've heard the corner call to set up the strikes off of the feints. Nice feint left there by O'Malley. O'Malley has a striking advantage against most guys in this division. He gives you a lot to look at.
Yeah, it gives you a lot to look at, a lot to think about. His hands are always there where they need to be.
Some high-level, calculated striking on display here in the early going of this title fight, champ.
Yeah, it's a great fight, man. These two fighters have made their way to the pinnacle of the sport. They need to take their time and make sure they don't make any mistakes that are going to cost them a world championship.
Oh my goodness, I can barely get my notes together. A huge early connection there.
It's about the punch, but it's also about the setup. That was a beautiful setup that allowed him to land that strike. Still firing back, even though he hurt bad.
All right, so he has landed a lot of big shots here early. Hasn't gotten him out of there as yet.
No, he hasn't gotten him out of there because the guy's very tough. But these opportunities, you have to take advantage of them. The next time he gets him hurt, he's got to put him out.
Well, his guard's low, but this is his style.
It's his style, and it's a very dangerous style because when he slips, it leaves you vulnerable. And he has the ability to return and really hurt you. Oh, nice.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Well, that's nicely done. You've got to think this is exactly where he wants to be early on in this match.
Yeah, because he's safe here. He knew he was at a disadvantage on the feet. So by getting the fight to the ground in this position, he can control the way the fight is playing out.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cruz.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. It's so important to get to that far side underhook. Whenever you got the half guard on one side, you gotta try to find that far side underhook. You gotta kill his underhook, because that's what they use to get back to their feet.
Cruz is right back to the full mount here. By late round one, and the ground and pound has really been a big storyline tonight.
Yeah, John, and very active. Not trying to control, looking for moments to advance and put damage on his opponent.
So the crowd absolutely loving it. They probably had a good warm-up because they had found their rhythm immediately.
I mean, both of them, back and forth action, both fighters trying to enforce their will. Neither one of them getting to do it, though, because as soon as one gets momentum, the other comes charging back and it sways in the opposite direction.
Well, there's that cross from Dominick Cruz, and even at this stage of his career, the footwork is setting up striking opportunities.
And he takes advantage of those opportunities, and you see it in all these crosses land. Dominick has landed this punch on multiple occasions.
"30 seconds now to go in the round. Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Back to the hook now. Final seconds here of round one. To end the round, he got stunned by a huge shot there just before you heard the horn, so he gets saved by the bell. The question is, though, what type of condition will he be in when he gets up off that stool? 60 seconds here to recover. The onus is on his corner to keep his head in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, round two, bantamweight championship on the line. Hook to the head, lands flush there by Cruz. So he's really starting to put together some significant bodies. Oh, nice job staying committed to the takedown. He gets him down.
Yeah, he got the double leg takedown. Did a great job of stepping outside with his legs, securing the hips, putting him down. But his opponent was very smart. He fell into a butterfly and put his back against the octagon side to get back to his feet.
Cruz is now in the full mount.
Posture's up.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dominick Cruz.
Great job transitioning to the next position. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Cruz is able to transition back to side control now. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Cruz is really continuing to build off of that momentum from round one, moving really well and fluidly here on the ground. Well, if he has had a better all-around performance, then I have not been privy to it. He found the flow state early, fighting on instinct, not overthinking in the octagon, and that has really been the narrative in this fight. One fighter has all the answers, the other has failed to adjust. Forget moves like Jagger, right? Moves like Cruz, figure eight footwork on full display here tonight.
Dominick Cruz's footwork can confuse and stymie anyone, and tonight he looks to put that into effect.
Man, there's that body shot again. Defense has got to make some adjustments here.
And if the defense don't get better, at some point you're going to see him start to really show the effects of this body work. I love a fighter that makes that investment into the body early to get the dividends later in the fight.
O'Malley's knee strike here is blocked. Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line.
Yeah, what a great job. And it doesn't take much to avoid a point.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Oh, working the inside of that leg.
Taking too many of those inside low kicks, man. That leg is getting beat up. Another one.
Oh, beautifully timed and placed hook by him there, DC.
Beautiful placement on the hook. Way to turn his body into it. Make sure he kept his eyes on his opponent. Hurts him and gets back to safety.
O'Malley's bleeding from the mouth now. Just missed with the left there. Under a minute now to go in the round. And now leather being thrown on both sides. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassed.
He is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Final seconds here of round two. 10 minutes in the books. Let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, He's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Crippling uppercut for him there. He lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Oh! Both fighters land simultaneously. Well, Cruz's inimitable footwork on full display here tonight. A lot of people don't realize just how much discipline and hard work it takes to be able to make it look this easy. Takedown defense holds up, and now some separation. O'Malley's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. The Dominator goes for the clinch here. Feint left there by O'Malley. Little body kick attempt here, it's no good. Oh, and again, shooting for a takedown, stuffed once again.
That knee hurt him.
Oh, beautiful hook by Cruz. Man, you gotta be an athlete to land a looping hook like that off the back foot.
Yeah, he's got great range, John. I mean, he comes off the back foot against a really tough opponent, and he still lands that shot.
Not much behind the takedown offering there. Throughout.
I mean, we love it. We love when two guys are evenly matched. And tonight, these two are showing not only are they evenly matched, they're fighting at a level above anything we've ever seen them do.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Well, that's one way to take advantage of an edge and reach. Beautiful connection with that punch. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, we talk about stick and move, a little move and stick there.
That's nice, John, and that's a great analogy. He's moving the entire time, evades the punch, and then lands something in return.
And he continues to work the body here. Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that shot.
So that trainer's gonna have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling, because this guy is getting pieced up.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. He's looking to land the right, just out of range. another strike there. Beautiful defensive sequence across the board by Dominick Cruz. Final seconds here. Championship rounds beckon.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Championship rounds are upon us. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Nice job by him defensively there. Oh man, another absolutely devastating head kick up top. DC, you can't take too many of those, and he has had no issue finding a home for that weapon here tonight. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And there it is, right cross lands yet again for Sean O'Malley.
I mean, Sean O'Malley continues to throw this strike because his opponent's not stopping it, so why not throw it over and over again?
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Back and forth we go. Well, that overhand big weapon form throughout his career, it's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Cruz has got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later. Oh, the sugar show. Sean O'Malley lands the left hand yet again. He's about as accurate with that thing as anybody in this division.
I think that's what's most impressive about Sugar Sean O'Malley, is even though he's still young in his career, he has a patience and a calmness about himself in there that not many people possess. That left hand can only land because he doesn't show you anything as he gets ready to throw it.
Huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? How about that strike over the top? And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Script the bonus checks now. knockout process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys. Oh!
20 seconds to go. O'Malley's now dealing with a cheap cut. Final seconds. Able to avoid the takedown attempt here again. All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. That will keep him in the fight. He goes back to the stool. We'll see to what extent he can recover. All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over. But the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Fifth and final round. 300 seconds or fewer to decide the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard will not be needed. If we continue to fight as we did in the previous round, somebody is going to sleep.
Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook.
Body shot. Oh! It's a right hand. Let's in this position. We will have no choice but to stop the fight. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Ooh, diving punch lands. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. No more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
Oh! Just like that, that'll do it. And still, Sean O'Malley, the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world.
And still is coming to become common. When you talk about this man, the expectation has been exceeded. And once again, he holds on to the UFC Championship.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Well, Sugar Sean O'Malley had some doubters coming in here tonight, but he mutes those naysayers yet again. We congratulate O'Malley on another monumental UFC win, and the nature of this result figures to provide the matchmakers a lot of different options moving forward as to who might be next for Sean O'Malley.